Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay cast from the South Korean ladder 2024 recent replays, as we have spawning here in the lower right, in the white I believe, or the light orange. It is Flash with his AK, and here in the upper left part in the yellow it is a barcode player. I don't think it's Bisu because Bisu has 14 barcodes, must be someone else. However, very high APM here for him. It's going to be quite an interesting game once again on a 4 spawning location map. We have once again the production tab here in the upper left part. Very soon we're going to be checking out the build orders just like we do exactly in the previous replays here onto this channel. So yeah, pylon per first here for the Protoss, and we of course have the supply depot here for Flash, also quite next towards the command center. This time not placing it here outside towards the minerals, but next to the command center, given the fact that he wants to very likely micro his marines out of danger in case there's going to be an early aggression by the Protoss. And yeah, let's see if the Protoss is going for a Nexus first build order or no, it's actually going straight for Gateway. So the pretty standard open up here for the Protoss. I'm pretty sure very soon he's going to continue with his gas. Perhaps the same can be said here by Flash. He's actually opting to place his barracks quite close towards the ramp, just in case it's going to be a timing push by the Protoss with some zealots. This barracks right here will be able to block entrance and make it quite harder for the zealots to move forward. We also have the first scouting SCV here for Flash. No scouting yet here for the Protoss. He has taken his gas. So plays it very standardly, very normally, and interesting of Flash going toward the lower left part here of the map. So yeah, interesting game indeed we have here. Let's see if Flash is going to be opting to go for a fast expansion or a factory first. He has not taken his gas yet, so he's saving up some money. This could be a command center after the barracks. The first marine is also getting produced here by him. Of course, very important to have him in order to engage versus the first scouting probe. We also have another supply depot here for him. Still saving money, but I believe now he might go for gas. No, he's actually going straight for a command center. So it's going to be command center with bunker first here for Flash. Interesting build order by him. The marine is out, of course, ready to intercept the first scouting probe. And quite an unlucky scout here by Flash, as he's now moving towards the upper right from the map, and very soon the scouts will meet each other here onto the map. Same can be said here for this marine. He's actually very far out, and very soon he is going to engage the probe, already dealing some good damage towards it. So nice move by Flash, as another marine is also already here to block the entrance, and the first dragoons also getting produced here by the Protoss. So very nice SimCity build order, nice wall of here in order to give protection towards his probes right here. Pylon, cybernetics core pylon into gateway, and the first dragoon is also out here for the Protoss, also engaging the scouting SCV like Flash has done with the probe, and the probe actually coming here back home. Let's just see what Flash is going to be seeing now. He's very low on HP here with this one SCV. Even the probe is going to come forward to engage him. A very interesting move by the Protoss, very aggressively here defending versus the scouting SCV from the opponent. In the meantime, we do have, of course, the bunker here for Flash. Expansion is about to get finished for him. Marines are very far out, so very soon I believe Flash is going to micro them back home, as the range will finish very soon here for the Protoss. So as soon as the dragoons will arrive here, I believe range is going to be done for them. And there we have the first factory here for Flash, and a engineering bay for him, of course, in case the Protoss tries a sneaky move forward with some shuttles. So there we have the movement forward here by the dragoons. Of course, the Protoss is going to wait for the range to finish and then move forward to harass the bunker right here. Be careful, it takes quite some damage, so a little bit of an impatient gameplay. At the same time, he's also taking his expansion right here, blocking the entrance with one dragoon and taking some damage here already. The shields have fallen for the dragoons, and now the harassment will continue, as I believe Flash might go into a tank first. We also have the robotics facility bay. We also have the Terran armory here for Flash. So could this be once again a timing push with some tanks, with some vultures and some Goliaths? We're about to find out if this is indeed a tactic from Flash. In the meantime, he's of course taking some damage. There we have it. The first siege tank is getting produced, and also the siege tank ability is also done by Flash. So Flash wants to, of course, place his tank here on the high ground in order to fend off the first abusement here by the Protoss, and another SCV will have to be pulled. Worker-wise, Flash having more workers than his opponent, but very soon I believe the Protoss is going to catch up, given the fact that his expansion has also finished here. There we have the robotics facility bay quite far out, and we also see the engineering base scouting the map here for Flash, or any hidden, perhaps, robotics facility base. So very important move here by Flash, scouting the map with a floating engineering bay. Of course, the Protoss could place a pylon out here and very close towards the base from Flash, in order to be more faster with his shuttle. And quite a mistake here by the Protoss. The Protoss not paying attention, is taking more and more damage. Even one Dragoon has fallen, so a little bit of a blunder here by him, as Flash is of course going to be able now to secure his expansion point, and we have passed the 6-minute mark. So like I told you, this engineering base scouting very important, just to see if the Protoss has not hidden somewhere the pylon and a robotics facility bay, even a robotics support bay. Meantime, the Protoss goes to place it safe with an observer. More tanks are getting produced here for Flash, and another factory I believe is also getting produced here by him. So see if he's very likely going to be going soon into more and more factories. Some turrets are also getting placed here by him, just in case there's going to be some shuttle gameplay, but no shuttle gameplay here by Protoss. Quite a greedy gameplay here by him, as he's going for another expansion at around the 6-minute and 30-second mark. There is no detection yet here for Flash, so I believe Flash is very likely going to try to rely on his speed vultures to see if it's going to be another expansion. And we even have a starport here for him, a nice hidden starport by Flash, so he might even go for some race in order to fend off any early aggression by the Protoss. So I still can't see the starport. I believe there it is. It could be race, it could be also science vessels with some EMP shockwaves. Always a good decision versus the Protoss, but very likely going to be race, defensive race against the shuttle. So Flash thinking about it's going to be shuttle, but no thing yet by the Protoss. Only one shuttle is getting produced. Speed for the shuttle, but it's going to be quite a late drop attempt by him. I believe the race at home also will give protection towards any shuttle gameplay, just in order the fact that Flash, if he moves out with his tanks, with his vultures, of course, at home he will have protection with his race. So let's just see what's going to happen here. The shuttle is moving out. The Reaver, however, of course, very late. We might see actually a timing push by the Protoss. It would be very risky, but then again, with that he would be able to protect the fast expansion by him. And there are the fast moving vultures moving out, of course, just to see if it's going to be another expansion by the Protoss or not. Scouting vultures for Flash, as mines haven't been done yet, so he just pretty much wants to rely onto the fact, see if it's going to be another expansion here by the Protoss, as the Protoss is nicely spreading his Dragoons here. Quite a defensive gameplay, of course. He doesn't want to allow the Terran to see that he has another expansion, but of course, given the fact that those Dragoons are very far out, Flash might sense that it is indeed a expansion onto another point, so he's also slowly but steadily moving here forward with his tanks, also leaving some units at home just in case there is a shuttle drop happening. But yeah, like I told you, no such thing. Protoss is moving very far out, needs to be careful not to land onto those mines, as the vultures are still fastly moving out, still really wanting to explore the map just to see if it's going to be another expansion. But yeah, the Protoss is here on site. Slowly but steadily, Flash seems to be slowly moving here forward towards the next expansion point, and even more minerals are getting invested here by the Protoss into another expansion point. We're closing towards the 10-minute mark. There we have finally the shuttle gameplay here by the Protoss. I believe speed has been done. It's only one Reaver. Let's just see if it's going to be successful. Engineering bay is there to scout it. Even some vultures are moving out, and more buildings are getting produced, more supply depots. So it's still no attack happening here for the Protoss, still on site. But hold on, actually he's now moving out. He sees the expansion attempt by Flash. In comes the shuttle, already taking some damage. The tanks are here in position, the vulture also here, but the shuttle immediately gets taken out. Pretty much a suicide mission here for him, and so much splash damage could be taken, but in the end Flash is able to take out the Reaver. So this could have been really very bad for the economy for Flash if those scarabs would have hit the SCVs, but Flash very fast, reacting with his SCV, moving out, and now also establishing a base right here. So it's not going to be a timing push by him, but he needs to be careful given the fact that the Protoss is investing so much into those expansions. So very soon the economy from the Protoss is pretty much going to skyrocket here. So however, Flash with a great defense, lots and lots of turrets, really important to have those turrets against the shuttle gameplay by the opponent. As in the meantime we see some movement here by the Dragoons, just clearing up some mines, Flash placing more and more mines, of course, trying to win some time for his other expansion right here. And yeah, just pretty much stays back. However, I believe a timing push might happen very soon. Might have indeed satellite at home, so he could scan this area right here. He could of course scan the area right here as well and gain important information, and with that he would very likely know that his macro game would be a little bit far ahead supply wise into army, worker wise both players pretty much at the same worker amount. And now we actually do see a movement out here by Flash. Let's have a look if weapons 1 has been done. Yes, indeed it has been done. Let's have a look at the Protoss. Also having weapons 1 is really important, but so many Dragoons are very far out for him, so quite a perhaps a little bit of a mistake here by the Protoss, not calculating with a timing push here by Flash. Now he's behind enemy lines, he's very likely going to try to surround the units, but there's so many mines here onto the ground. So notice, very interesting push, and we don't have legs for the Zealots right here. I believe the Protoss should not engage here. Quite a mistake by him. He's coming in from the back, but a very hard situation for him. The siege tank have been sieged up. He's going to try to surround all of those siege tanks, but in the meantime the Zealots pretty much have been obliterated there, and the siege tanks now will of course have an easy win versus all of those Dragoons in the back. Some of them will fall, and in comes the shuttle, but quite a mistake position here by the Protoss. I don't think he should have engaged with the Zealots. He didn't even have speed sadly on the way. So Flash once again with a great timing push, punishing the Protoss macro gameplay here economic wise. So if a Protoss does this to you as a Terran, of course you will have the advantage. And also very bad positioning here for the Protoss, coming in trying to surround, but those Zealots without no legs, they're pretty much not useless, but they're very slow, and of course they will have such a hard time to reach the important damage units. Tanks in the back, and even the Vultures are very great versus them being kited back and forth. Even some mines could be laid out. And if you look at the economy, a very strong economy here for the Protoss, sadly not investing into a Citadel of Adun with speed for the Zealots. And Flash, I believe after he scanned the area, he really much know that, given the fact that the Protoss has invested so much into those expansion, 2 more expansions, he knew of course that his supply into army would have been far better here than the opponent. So interesting game. Once again a timing push. I believe this is actually the 10th timing push. Quite inspiring here by Flash. If you're a Terran player having troubles with the Protoss, this could of course be a very interesting move and a very strong move as a Terran. I don't think it works against the Zergs, given the fact that they have Zerglings, and more importantly they do have the Mutalisk, which will come over to harass. But it seems against a greedy gameplay from the Protoss, this is a very great tactic, and if from 10 games only once or twice Flash has failed, but he made a mistake moving out with Vultures and so on. So yeah, still an interesting game. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Tommy signing out.